welcome to Real Talk Real Women. My name is Miriam Khalladi and today we have IFBB Pro Adela Garcia calling in from Texas. Welcome Adela, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm fine, thank you so much. So I've been reading all about you online and you have a really incredible life story. Tell us, how do you go from being born in the Dominican Republic to becoming a worldwide fitness superstar and now helping others achieve their dreams?
Well, basically, I was born in the Dominican Republic and I was raised in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And I have two brothers, and we used to just play around in the Dominican Republic. We didn't have anything to practice sports because coming from the Dominican Republic, we didn't have too much. I remember wanting to do gymnastics classes, but it was far away from where I used to live, so I my mom couldn't take me there. So we just play around. I make my brothers kneel down, and I will do flips around them, and it was just like throwing rocks, and that was one of the things that we practiced the most, and just joke around and play with ourselves. But once I moved to the to Puerto Rico, I started just getting involved in sport like baseball, softball, basketball, and running as well. So that's one of the things that I did the most. And then from there, I got into an interest of weight training when I was in high school, and I fell in love with it. And since then, I love the training. I love to compete, and it's just that the way that it changed your body, and it's empowering too. And not only that, just to whenever you know that you are helping other to achieve their goals, that's what is very important for me.
When did you really break through as a fitness competitor?
As a fitness competitor, I started looking magazines, and I used to see the ESPN shows where they used to show all the fitness competition, and I was intrigued by it, but I never thought that I could do anything like that because I have no background in any type of dancing, gymnastics, or anything. But one day I just look at a poster. I used to work on base, teaching classes, aerobics classes, and I decided that, oh, maybe I should give it a try. And without knowing anything, I used to look at all the fitness magazines, and I just started. I just imitated what they did. I put a routine together myself. And somehow I ended up going to North Carolina to do my first show. It was kind of crazy. Like this girl, I don't even remember how I did all that. It was weird because being I was in Puerto Rico then, but traveling all alone. It was just kind of, I think about it now, it's kind of scary, but it was a fun thing to do. And then I just started competing in fitness, and I've been competing since then. That my first competition was in 1995.
Wow, that's really impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a
Mhm.
long time.
I know you also love helping others achieve their goals. How is preparing for a show yourself different from helping others prepare?
Preparing myself sometimes it's a little bit I try not to take a lot of clients. It's a little bit overwhelming, especially if I'm getting ready for the Olympia. But it is it whenever you're getting ready for a show, and you helping others, it's kind of inspiring for them because a lot of the people, they just don't feel like they can do it. And then they see you, that you, especially if you have a lot of work. I mean, I have to work on I have my own show that I promote, but I have clients that I train. So they see that you also are working hard into getting into a contest shape. They see you going through it. So it's a motivation for them. So, it helps them. It helps them a lot because they just don't want to go to a coach that just is telling them what to do, but then they don't practice anything. So they want to go to a coach that is also practicing what they're teaching them as well.
Looking back, what has been the most important lesson you've learned as a person?
What I have learned is that it is in anything in life, you always have to remember where you come from. You can never forget that, because a lot of people, what I've seen is that they come into the industry, or they come to any type of jobs, and you have people that give you their hand when you need it the most, and then it's like they totally, whenever they reach certain point, they forget about the people that were really there for them. And one of the things that have always helped me to stay in my career for such a long time is because I never forget that. I never forget the people that have always been there. You know, I try to give everybody a chance, and that is important because people are always going to respect you for that. So I have learned that I always have to have loyalty for those people. And you know, I would not be where I am if it wasn't because of the NPC and the IFBB and my whole journey through them. It's like I sometimes there's day where, you know, we go through days where don't feel too good and you're like, oh, you know, I want more, I want this. But then I look around, I say, you know, from where I come from, I have a whole lot, and I should be so thankful. And my journey through this whole competition and teaching and training, as it have helped me a lot to stay humble, you know, just to know that I can help other and just be thankful for that.
Yeah, but it also has something to do with you. You have a great heart. You are a person that loves to give to people. So that's why I think you are how you become so far. I think.
Yeah, it's just that's the main thing. It's like a lot of the people out there. You see a lot of people that come and they go. It's like they reach fame so quick, and then it's like, oh, where do they go? And you know, there's only been a few people that have been staying in this industry for a long time, and I'm planning on staying as long as I can. I mean, I love it. I after I'm done with my years on stage, I still want to do other things. I want to help judging. I want to continue to promote my shows, just continue to evolve and continue to build something.
You came from humble beginnings and made it all the way to the top. How has this impacted you?
I never thought in my life that I will be able to reach such a, like, the fitness Olympia is the pinnacle. So it's like whenever you win that, um never in my life I thought I could ever be Miss Fitness Olympia or Miss Fitness International. But there was one year in 2002 when a competitor, Jenny Worth, when she won the Arnold, and I was standing there on stage and I saw her excitement, and I know how hard she worked for that. And would cry for her, and I say, you know what, I want to feel that too. And just seeing her winning, it just gave me that motivation. I say, you know, I can be her one day. I can win this show one day. So after that, it's like you can never not think that you are not able to be a champion. You just have to get that mindset, because a lot of competitors, they're like, oh, I just want to get a pro car, I just want to compete, I just want to have fun. But then um they don't ever train as hard. They don't their mentality, and they have to change that. Anything that you want to do in life is possible. You just have to work hard for it.
Yeah. So it's all about mentality, positive thinking.
Yeah, positive thinking, hard work. You have to work hard, and you can never think that, you know, nothing is obtainable. You can do whatever you want.
I agree. I agree. If you could go back in time to when you got into fitness, what would you tell your younger self?
My younger self, I will probably wish that I was able to um be able to go to classes. Like I wish I was able to go and take gymnastics classes or dance classes, you know, flexibility, because it would have made me a little bit, you know, it would have made the road a little bit easier. But at the same time, is even though I started at a late stage of my life, it didn't stop me. So I mean, I wish I would have told myself that, but it was just it was not there for us to do it. But at least I know that I was able to do it as I mean, when I was in a little bit older. So
Say you have a close friend who is out of shape and on a tight budget. What would you recommend her to do in terms of training and nutrition?
a lot of the people feel like nutrition is expensive. They feel like if they don't go to a gym, they don't have money to go to a gym. But there's a lot of things that they can do outside. There's a lot of things that they can do in the house. I mean, you can use a chair, you can do squats at home, you can use your stairs if you have stairs to go up and down. You can get a little step and just do step ups. I mean, you can use your couch to do push up. You can use your couch to do dips for your triceps. There's a lot of things that people can do. I think it's just people are afraid, and when you get kind of comfortable at home and you lay in bed, and you're watching TV, it just gets so comfortable that you don't want to move. And you'd be surprised how fast the time goes when you're like sitting on the computer doing something. You look at the time and you're like, oh, it's just been an hour. And then it's like, that's an hour that you could have done some exercises. I mean, you the floor, you can do bear crawls, you can do burpees, you can do push-ups, you can. And then the same thing with the nutrition part is eggs are not expensive. You know, you can buy eggs, you can buy some vegetables. There's a lot of type of vegetables that are not expensive. It's just about one thing to change, and people just get that excuse. I mean, if you're thinking about they're gonna go eat out and go to McDonald's. I mean, if you're gonna eat 3 McDonald's meals, that's gonna cost you over $12, even if you get the cheapest one. So that's right there. If you go to the store and get a can of tuna, or just get some eggs and get some vegetables and get some rice, you can make a meal, and it's not that difficult. So I would just recommend them to do that.
Name the one thing you like most about being part of the fitness industry.
I like meeting people. I like, especially my fans, and it's when somebody send you an email and they tell you how much you inspire them. You have the tendency to forget about that, and it's just to inspire people. I mean, people of all ages and all type of background from different places. I mean, that's just incredible. I mean, I get emails from all over the world, and you just realize like, oh, they know who I am. It's inspiring. Just that completely just make your day whenever you get an email from somebody and they tell you, "Hey, you wrote something on your Facebook page that really, I needed that today." And we don't realize that we are out there to inspire others.
Yes, it's amazing what you can do for a person.
Yes, yeah. Even if you're not right there with them, yeah, you can do a lot.
You've always been very ambitious and have accomplished a lot. What's that drives you today to keep going?
Basically, it's a challenge, and it's I just believe that we should not stop. I mean, a lot of the people thought that if you win the Olympia one, two times, three times, whatever, you need to stop. But what is the number? I mean, why? It's a challenge for me. I love to see what my body can do, and I just I like learning different new things, and I mean, I think that's what just keep me going. And especially when you sometimes you get people that say, "Well, she's been competing for a while; she needs to retire." So whenever I hear stuff like that, it's like, okay, well, I'll just give you another year, and I compete a little bit longer. So that motivation, and I mean, you have so many people that they look up to you. And turning I'm 41 years old now, so when people look at you, they're just like, there's a lot of women's out there that they feel like once they turn 40, your life have to change. And I felt I look better now than when I was younger. So for them and to see that, and I get so motivated when I say women's taking care of themselves. So I think it's important for me to continue to inspire them and empower them as well.
Where can people go to learn more about you online?
About my life, well, they can go to my fan page, Facebook. It's All Time Fitness Olympia Champion, and also they can visit my website. It's Adela Garcia Classic.com, and that's my contest that's coming up soon. I'm in the process of rebuilding my AdelaFitness.com website, but they can go to my fan page because that's where I'm always there. I'm always posting stuff, and it's All Time Fitness Olympia Adela Garcia.
Okay, I will make sure to put all the links below this video. It's been a great pleasure to have you on the show, Adela.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else you would like to share with your fans?
Just thank you for the continued support, and I look forward. And if anybody's going to the Arnold Classic, I will be there, working the GNC booth, and I'm also will be representing GNC, Smart Shake, Better Bodies, and Eat to Grow. So it's just representing all my sponsors all over the place.
Thank you again, Adela. My name is Miriam Khalladi, and I will see you on the next episode of Real Talk, Real Women.